Okay.
It's between the 1 and 2. So the other one was that you're related to Ella Fitzgerald.
Mm-hmm.
I swear that'll be a mate. I feel like I should do a whole interview on that one. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Lizzie 1-to-1. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now today I have Wolverhampton-based and singer-songwriter Holly Fitzgerald. What a name! I think that's such a lovely name as well.
Oh, thanks.
It
Thanks.
is.
I'm
It
glad
reminds
you like
me.
it.
Isn't there a famous actress or someone as I'm sure there's a Fitzgerald.
Jazz singer Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh, that was it,
Incidentally,
that's right.
yeah, I named my cat after that. So yeah.
So you got cats then, yeah?
I do. Just one. She's enough for me to handle.
How's lockdown been?
Lockdown's been alright, you know. It's honestly just given me time to work on a whole bunch of music. So other than being deprived of actually doing other things and seeing people and the rest of it, the actual lockdown itself's not been too bad.
That's good though. Yeah, because James Reid was saying that it's helped him. If anything, it's inspired him, pushed him to write more.
Yeah.
So you got a new song out as well, haven't you?
Telepathy.
Telepathy, yeah. Talk about that because the names you give your songs as well. I really like the names as well.
Thanks.
So what's the thought
process?
Yeah.
The process for naming them or for writing them?
Yeah, both.
Naming them is just generally what the theme is. So like time is about me looking back at a time.
It's about time. It's about all of you and me. It's about life. More than where we used to be. And it's about home. Forget all you've said and done and seen.
Kaleidoscope's about like the refractions of an image of somebody, and then telepathy is about me wishing that I could communicate like better, I guess. So, and White in the World is a bit of a dark message, something that about like anxiety, depression, that kind of thing. So,
but it's good that you highlight that because that's something obviously that's always present in life. A lot of people go through.
Yeah.
But also something you hit on there is that you say you kind of describe, because I was looking on Spotify and your description as well, and you describe your sound of this kind of this dark, what was the word again? To do with like a bit like films, when you watch a film and you have the cinematic soundtrack behind it. That's how you describe your music. So where does that come from? How come you choose to go towards? Sounds very funny, like Darth Vader, the dark side.
I don't know if I choose to go to the dark side. I just don't seem to write happy songs just for some reason. I've always been drawn to the melancholy. I don't know why.
I find though when I listen to an artist's album, when I go towards that kind of side, you find more of their sweet spots of their voices, and it's a lot. You can connect a little bit more than to a constant upbeat song.
Yeah.
So is that?
Yeah, I completely agree. Completely, like it feels more, I was gonna say genuine, but obviously happy songs can be genuine too, but I don't know, it's like my diary really, so that's possibly.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about your diary, but don't worry, I won't.
Go for it.
I won't ask what's in it actually. Yeah, because obviously not being able to gig now, and a lot of people's income was surrounded by doing gigs and not relying but hoping for more to come from that. So has it been hard through lockdown?
In terms of gigs, yeah. Monetarily, okay, because I also teach music.
Yeah.
Other people how to play all these instruments that you can possibly see around me. So
that helps. Though. That's an interesting one. So you also, is that something you enjoy, or do you like? Is it something where you enjoy both, or is music more of a release?
Music for me, just in general, is like everything, which sounds like really cheesy, but it just it is. It's just I don't know. I kind of fell in love with it, if you want to say that. Yeah, but yeah, the teaching, the writing, the songwriting, and the performing is my favourite bit, to be fair.
And you did actually front 2 rock bands, wasn't it? You were the lead vocalist. So tell me a little bit about that.
I did a few the old rock bands thing as I was growing up. So there was quite a few back, like in my hometown, and as I was a teenager with the Grebo hair and the fake piercings and all that.
I had a feeling that was the kind of vibe growing up. But your music reflects that though, because it has that kind of feel of like, or like Nirvana and the Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, and then you got Avril Lavigne, all that kind of music. Were you a Nickelback lover?
I couldn't. Bottom of the Bottle was my ringtone once upon a time, but let's not talk about that.
Was that after a drink? No.
Ironically, I was like 14 or something.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Yeah, but come on, Nickelback. I loved a bit of Nickelback, and then it went a bit more commercialised, which was a bit like I missed that. So yeah, so who would you say? Not I don't like asking who's your influence, because you have your own sound, but who's grown up, who's added to that? Who have you listened to?
Anywhere from, like, if you start back in those kind of emo-y gothy days, then Evanescence are a big one. And then like Eva Cassidy to Ella Fitzgerald and Nina Simone, and then like when I started doing a load of vocal training, I started getting into like Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey and all that kind of thing as well.
And another well, they're all what's interesting, they all differ so a lot through the genres, yet they all have that kind of, they're all clear with their vocals. You can actually, their diction and everything, and because in a way Whitney Houston had a bit of a classical element to her voice, and Evanescence as well. But yeah, and when you sing, your lower register is so nice as well.
Oh, thanks.
Such a sweet, so it's lovely. But you've also had support from BBC West Midlands as well.
Yeah.
You ended up performing live, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I did a thing with Tapes, Birmingham rapper. We did a little collab together, this song called Hope and Pray, and they invited us down to do this like little live lounge kind of thing, with a cellist and a guitarist as well, Julian Grant, and it was really special, to be fair. It was really cool to do that for them.
That's wicked. What was it like? Do you ever feel pressure when do you like feeding off an audience, or do you prefer it when it's, you prefer, why is that then?
Yeah. I don't know, I guess I can like read it and feel it better, feel the mood, and then I gauge, if I've hit a bum note, I'm like, oh, and then I can see if people have recognised that or not. But
you just pass the mic on.
Yeah.
The high note, come on.
Exactly.
So what's been your favourite performance, like your favourite place to go when you perform?
Ooh, my favourite place? That's a hard one, because I opened, there's a festival in like Wolverhampton called Lockstock. I opened that last year.
That's a big thing. That's a big main stage as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was terrified, but it was really good. That was a great feeling to open that, and like then have loads of great artists on after me, and like kick everything off with that. But another one I did with Tapes as well. There's the Castle and Falcon, and we did this like, again, cello, guitar, Tapes and I, just completely unplugged in the middle of his set, like in the middle of the crowd. We just like. And then everybody just surrounded us and filmed us on phones, and that was really cool. So,
but I love that as well, because the fact that you can sing, but the part where you create that entertainment element, because you want the crowd to enjoy that. I was watching David Bowie on Glastonbury last night, and he had that element to him where he created a theatrical performance along with his vocals, and that just added to it. But yeah. And you've also ended up, was it Mama Rouge? There was a big event, wasn't there? Mama Rouge that you ended up
Yeah,
performing there as well? That's another hot spot.
the Birmingham Music Awards did a grand summer party. They had
That's
me
it.
along for it. So yeah, I got to go and basically debuted pretty much all of the songs that are going to come out in the next few months. So yeah, got a guitarist with me, and that was really cool too.
So what can we expect? Can you say anything? Or are you trying to keep it a secret?
I can give you a dabble.
Oh yes.
Okay, so again, like, because why stick to one genre? I've got a few different things coming out that will be slightly different. Like, one's going down a jazzy route, one's going down a kind of electronic route where I actually rap.
Oh, cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear that one.
It's a different vibe for me, but do you know what? I like it.
Yeah, why not?
So yeah, there's loads like that. I'm writing a love song for the first time in my life as well. Shock horror, it might actually be happy.
But like, oh my gosh, everyone be like, what's happened now? It's that thing of though, you know, that's another interesting element, because a lot of people, when they first put songs out, it'll be about love. Like, look at Adele, she's made a whole career of writing songs about love, and
Yeah.
I think I like the fact that you didn't start off, and now you're venturing into it now. That's quite a cool element to it.
Oh, thanks. I went with the depressing first, and then going into the happy. So you
need to get over. You need to get over it first, and then, you know.
Yeah.
Talk
Yeah,
about
I think you're right.
But you mentioned a good point as well when you were performing, and when you do get nervous, what advice would you give to someone who's starting out to sit with those nerves? What's the best thing to tackle them?
Honestly, for me, like, I will get really nervous beforehand, but I need to go and find myself a space where I can do some vocal warm-ups, where I can, I don't know, make sure my outfit is good or my makeup's good or whatever before I go on stage, and then just trying to kind of get in that calm space and be like, right, okay, you can do this, you've done it before. But I'm still terrified when I get on stage. It's just, for me, when the music starts, then I'm like, okay, you're in it, you've got it. That first note comes out, I'm like, yes, there you go. And then it goes away. So because it, like, I guess you've got to let yourself get sucked in by the music and feeling. That's the most important bit for me. Like, feel it,
is
and
it
then
true?
you switch off.
Is it true that people, like, do you not black out, but you kind of, once you've like performed the whole song, do you remember any of the performance?
I tend to remember most, if not all of it. But I've never had like a blackout, really.
I think that's a good thing. I don't think, is it a good or a bad thing?
I don't know.
I'll be questioning what they've had before they've got on. Do you know?
I'd be interested to know, actually.
Yeah, but another big thing as well is that you've had your music played across America and, is it Australia as well?
Yeah.
How did that come about then? Did you send your music out, or did they find your music on like Spotify or stream?
In Australia, they found me on YouTube, I think, and then added me to, like, they highlighted me as a sound of 2019, this radio station called Banks Radio. And then recently, actually, I've been added to the top 20 for June by Summer Valley Radio, I think, again in Australia, based in Canberra, so that's pretty cool. And then America was a radio DJ that I know from here, actually, who basically started branching out across America as well, so he gave my music a play over there too.
I mean, that's amazing, like, because obviously people with the BBC side, people will put their music out, but the fact that they've in other countries found your music and played it out, I mean, that's a huge compliment to you, surely.
Right, it is, and it's one that I don't take lightly. I'm like really quite humbled by that, or honoured.
Is that an aspect where you think, oh, could I in the future make the move? Would they, you know, because obviously sometimes some people's voices would suit certain areas, if that makes sense. Like, I've heard like my brother would sing and someone said, oh, Nashville would like your voice. Have you ever had that feeling where you'd want to move, or you're happy where you are?
I mean, I'm a bit of a travel nut, so I'd never say never. And I did spend a couple of months in LA, played a few little acoustic
cool.
things there before, but I don't know. I mean, if an opportunity presented itself, I guess why not?
That's true. What was that like, LA? What was it like compared to England when performing there?
It was cool. I only did like some outdoor, like acoustic chill things, which was like really low key, like in a park kind of thing. Not really organised, just me and a guitarist just jamming it out basically. It was it was cool, but it was chill, and it's weird because like I was on the front of what's it called, Pacific Palisades, I think, we know where all the palm trees are.
Yeah.
And like the week before, there's a photo of David Beckham like going down the same place, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool though. And plus, I mean, the fact that you have like the confidence to do that as well. Just pick up a guitar. And that's another thing. You play as well. How many instruments you play? Do you literally play piano? Do you play guitar as well?
Yeah.
Go on, you can probably name all the rest. I'm probably like.
So vocals and piano are my first two, and then bass, and then guitar, and I play drums as well.
Oh wow! So what would you say is your? I don't like to say favourites, but do you have a favourite?
I gotta say voice. There's nothing like it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love jamming out something on the drums, and there's a real weird pleasure I get from just absolutely beating the living daylights out of a drum kit. Don't ask me why, but there is. But vocals, I don't know, you kind of feel it, like I don't know, it's me, and that's something that I don't get from the rest of them.
I don't know why that reminded me of like Step Brothers then, that scene when he starts smashing the drums. I was just thinking about that. I was going to ask, I mean, like dark music, like that kind of cinematic music. Were you into horrors growing up? I was going to ask.
Do you know what? I was a bit of a wuss. So, not really. Little Mirrors I watched when I was, I don't know, maybe like.
Are you more
14.
like psychological? I prefer psychological ones than gore.
I'm more of an American Horror Story kind of girl.
See, I'm yet to watch. I've watched Gaga's ones, I won't lie. I need to watch the rest of them. Yeah, that was.
I wildly approve.
Although she looked just like Gaga.
Yeah.
She didn't really change if she was, but yeah. Telepathy. I did say. I keep thinking I'm saying the wrong name when I say that. But that's I think I always think when I say that name, I always think back to the Egyptians and the times when they built all the stuff there. And have we really lost with all this technology? Have we lost that kind of thing to communicate with each other and read each other better? Now that we've got technology, that's just a thing. That's just a thing, a theory.
It's not a bad theory, because I guess I feel like after lockdown, I feel like my social skills are going to be absolutely ruined. So, you might be right about that.
Would you ever? Have you write a song, or would you ever write a song about lockdown, isolation?
I haven't written one about lockdown. I wouldn't rule it out, because there's been a whole range of ups and downs during it. So, but I don't know. I'm not ready yet for that to come out.
I like that, but because that's good. Because people will put stuff out there, but sometimes emotionally or whether they're fully invested in it. You want to be invested in it before you start putting it out there for the audience. So yeah, I respect that. I understand that as well.
Oh,
so what is the future for Holly Fitzgerald?
I really had the urge to say global domination then.
Yes. Say it. I've had people say pussy power on here and everything. I'm like,
wow. Love it. In reality though, the future for me, I just, I want to keep making music, people keep listening to it, keep playing gigs, and if that happens to take me to other countries, other cities, other, places like that, then that'd be great. That's my plan.
It sounds right. Well, when I was listening to you, I thought this girl deserves even more spotlight on her, because your voice is beautiful, and it's the kind of music I've grown up to as well, and because my brothers would always play that style of music, that genre, So I appreciate it. It got huge, and I feel like it should be appreciated more as well.
No thanks.
No, I do. Yeah. So yeah. Another huge thing. You've even played at O2 Academy. I've got to say that as well before we go on to a game, because that's another huge thing. How did that come about, actually? The O2 Academy.
That was tapes again, but actually I got booked for the O2 Academy on my own just before lockdown happened, and then it got postponed because of obviously the pandemic. So yeah,
I thought it'd be fun for us to play 2 truths and 1 lie. Now,
okay.
Holly, have you been writing down, or have you got it a mental note?
I've got a vague mental note. Reaches for a pen.
That's good. So while you're doing that, I will explain the rules. So if you haven't played before, it's a simple game you can play on Zoom with your mates, even though we are slowly coming out of lockdown. Well, that's what we think. You mean a girl can get his hair cut, but a girl can't get her eyebrows studied. What's with that? But anyway. But so 2 truths, 1 lie. You have to write, as it says, 2 truths, 1 lie, and try and play off the fact that 1 lie is a truth. So go. Do you want to go first, or would you like me to go first?
You can go first if you want.
Okay, now I've got to look at what I wrote down. Here we go. That's okay. I've got a zone because I'll start laughing, and that's not good.
Okay.
It's be good to see if you're good at reading stuff. So, right. So when I was at school, I won an award in primary school. They don't do that in secondary school for best behaved child.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So and then number 2, I won. Don't judge me. Number 2, I won a media student of the year in college. I was around 17, 18. And then in my current job now, I won youth worker of the year in my second year. I'm really terrible with years, I've realised. So which one is the lie?
I think the first one's the lie.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah, you're right. That was good. I just is it because I don't look like I behave? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it's because I went like that and you were like, don't judge me, and I was like, suspicious.
Damn it. I shouldn't have said anything. Well done though. Congratulations. I could play a little celebration thing on here, but I don't know how loud it would be. That's the only thing.
Love it. The lovely applause. That's great.
It's just there handy whenever I need it in life.
Having a bad day, applause. Right.
Okay then. So here we go.
Okay. So you ready for this?
I think so. I think I am.
Okay. I once met Lady GaGa while I was covered in avocado. That's the first one. I say covered, not really covered, but you know.
I really hope that's true. I hope that's true.
The second one is I once kicked a camel in the face. Not intentionally. The third one is I am related to Ella Fitzgerald.
Do you know, these are like really, these are so out there, which I love. That it's really hard to choose, because at first I thought, covered in avocado. Why would she be covered in avocado? I've got to ask, why were you covered in avocado?
Because I was babysitting and the baby, well, I say baby, obviously not baby, toddler had just had avocado in lunch and I was wearing a white shirt, so.
And then how did Gaga come into this?
I was in LA.
Oh, that was a good one. I feel like you thought about that one quickly. Okay, now let's go on to the camel. Was that on a holiday?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what I'm saying. Is it on holiday list? It's not going to be in England, is it? There's no camels. So you kicked the camel, or the camel kicked you?
I kicked the camel in the face.
Not intentionally, I hope.
Not intentionally
Are they
at
okay?
all. No, not at all.
So how did
Very
that
much.
How did that happen?
So I was on a camel. There was one behind me. Mine, you know how they go down with their like front legs first, back legs second.
Yeah.
Well, mine had gone and done that, and then I was trying to dismount, so I swung my leg round, and the one behind went down like on its front knees, and I caught it across the chops.
Oh.
And I immediately was like, I feel like the worst human being in the world, but also it snarled and spat at me, so you know.
Oh yeah, I hate it when they do that. But you know, you didn't mean it, so that's a good thing. Okay, I feel like that's true. That's a true one.
Okay.
It's between the 1 and 2. So the other one was that you're related to Ella Fitzgerald.
Mm-hmm.
I swear that'll be a mate. I feel like I should do a whole interview on that one. Okay. I'm gonna say being related is a lie.
You're right. Yeah, that is a lie.
So you actually met Gaga while.
Yeah. Well, I got avocado on my shirt, yeah.
How did that even, like, was she connected to the person you were babysitting, or did she just happen to be in the same place?
She just happened to be in the same place as me. I ended up talking to her mom first, actually, which was ironically just strange. Yeah, and then out comes Gaga, and I'm holding a baby and got avocado patches on my shirt.
That's amazing. What an amazing thing. Is she like how she seems on the screens, like TV and stuff? Was she like different?
I don't know. I guess like I didn't really spend enough time with her to form an opinion, but she seemed alright. She seemed
the mom seemed good though, yeah.
Yeah, mom was chatting to me.
I heard that they own a restaurant, so you could get like a loyalty card next time you bump into us. Something. New York City, down there.
Love it.
I want to say thank you so much for joining me today.
That's all right. Thanks for having me.
Make sure you do go and check out Telepathy, please. Yeah, I keep thinking it's telepathic. My brain is like going today. I swear, lockdown is affecting me.
It's okay. It's affecting us all. You're not alone.
I'm going mad when I go back to work anyway. But yeah, make sure you do check it out. Stream it. And have you got a music video coming out for it, or is that in the front later on?
No, it's music video less at the moment.
But you know what? That's just a future thing to have as well. On the horizon. More BBC played out, and he did actually play out your recent track as well, didn't he, Alex? Yeah, he did. He played out Telepathy a few weeks before it came out. Bless him. That's say that. I mean, again, support, which is amazing. Yeah. So as soon as you got some gigs, I'm gonna definitely pop down and support. And we'll support. Awesome. So yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely day. And you. Yours is at the end. So I don't know any other way to. I like it. See ya. Thanks for having me.